What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with the review for Life After Lockup Season 4, Episode 21. The episode is titled, You Got Served. Why I do that? You got served, you guys. So before we go ahead and jump into the review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't yet subscribed, then do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date, having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know you can do me that favor by liking the video, thumbsing up, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video. And also give me that big, huge thumbs up, you guys. And shout out to you guys for getting that video that I did last week at almost 4,000 views. Shout out to you guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and just, without further ado, let's discuss, what is this? Life After Lockup, shall we? All right, you guys, thank God we got, next week is the season finale, because this season has been like pulling teeth. So you guys, I'm gonna start up with the people. Honestly, you guys, this whole episode, they could have saved this for next week, because what the hell was this episode? What did I watch? Let's get the couple that you guys know I can't stand out of the way. You guessed it. Kevin and Tiffany. Why are Kevin and Tiffany on my screen? Oh my God, Kevin and Tiffany. Please, for the love of God, WeTV, never bring this couple back. I don't understand why we needed this storyline. It's fake. It's drawn out. It makes no damn sense. Kevin must think oh God, him and his malnourished looking ass body, and then his crater face. So, Kevin, you guys remember that Kayla made the video and sent it to Tiffany, right? So this week, Tiffany decided that she was going to go ahead and send Kevin the video. So Kevin tried to gaslight the shit out of her, saying that was an old video. So then he calls Tiffany. Tiffany told him before that to lose her number. He called her. I don't know if she hung up. I don't care if she hung up. I just know that I never want to see these three again on my TV screen ever again. If if Kevin and Tiffany return to Life After Lockup ever again, their segments won't be mentioned by me. There are a lot of people in Life After Lockup that if they return, their segments won't be mentioned by me. Kevin and Tiffany are one, and Brittany and Ray are another one. And Marcelino and Brittany, they're tip-topping toward, they tipping and tapping. And I'll tell you guys why I say Brittany and Ray in just a minute. But yeah, so she hung up on him. He called Kayla, telling Kayla he gonna come by. Oh my God. Really, WeTV? Why didn't y'all wrap that up in this episode? That means that y'all gonna drag this shit out into next week's episode. Why? I just need to know why. Why would you do this? Why? Why, WeTV? I want to be done with Kevin and Tiffany. Let's pause here and move forward. Since I mentioned Brittany and Ray, let's go ahead and talk about Brittany and Ray, you guys. So yeah, Brittany and Ray is another couple that if they return, I won't talk about them, because their storyline, what was that? If you guys literally just stop and think about what Brittany and Ray's storyline has been this whole entire season, their storyline has been the fact that Brittany's father would not give Ray his permission, his blessing to marry her. What kind of storyline is that? So Brittany and Ray, they're going to be introducing their parents to one another. Now, I know how Houston is much like Dallas. So I know that the Houston traffic is just as terrible as the Dallas traffic, right? Brittany, your parents were hella disrespectful. Let's keep it real. Let's be 100% real and a buck with each other. Your parents were disrespectful as fuck. Your parents were 45 minutes late to this. Now, again, I know that they said it's traffic, but just like when it comes to Dallas and Houston, like Houston, you got to pre-plan. You got to leave. Like, if you know it's going to take you about a 20 to 30 minutes to get somewhere, you leave before. You get yourself, you get up, you get ready an hour before, or even two, because like I said, Houston traffic is horrible. I hate driving into Houston. That traffic is horrible. When you get into Houston, that is the worst traffic. So I don't know what side of Houston y'all live in, but I just know that the traffic either way, anywhere in Houston, It's always backed up. Why didn't y'all leave extra early so that way you guys could have gotten there on time? Like pull up in your Google Maps, your Apple Maps. If it says it's gonna take you 20 minutes to get there, make sure that you leave long before that, because that 20-minute drive is gonna turn into a 45-minute 25. That 20-minute drive is gonna turn into 45 minutes. Like what happened to them. I just thought that was hella rude and disrespectful. And then when her daddy got there, he wanted to take Ray outside to talk to him. No, sir. Say I'm so, which the mama did apologize about being late, but that's still just, oh, that burns my biscuits. That is the one thing. That is the one thing in this world that will burn my biscuits, is being late. Don't make me wait on you, because baby, if you make me wait on you, first of all, you won't see me. Like, you can ask any of my friends and my family. Like, if you say we meet somewhere at a certain time and you don't show up by that time, I'm gonna call you and be like, where are you at? Like, I'm waiting for you. Oh, I'll be there in just a few minutes. Hurry up or I'm going home. Like, I don't wait. So her dad gets there. He talks to Ray. So he says that he still feels like he's being pressured into giving his blessing. But then after the food came out, he said he's looking at Ray's parents. He gives her his blessing. I was like, so we drug this out for how many episodes and why? Oh my God. Get rid of some of these couples. They don't bring any value to this show. Okay, you guys, let's pause here and move forward. You guys, let's talk about Sean, Destiny, and Sarah. So Destiny has had her baby. His name is River. He's a cute little boy. So she had to move back in with her mom because she's having financial issues. I would imagine so. You don't look like you're the best person with finances. Just saying. No shade there. Her husband is in prison. So did she say he did robbery and he had to report and he had a dirty urine? Child, that's what gets a lot. I think that's what gets a lot of people in trouble is those violations for having dirty urine, even if that's cocaine, weed, alcohol, or any of that stuff. I think that's the one thing that gets a lot of people in trouble. But when you don't, we could go into deep, we can talk deep about the prison system, but I choose not to. So then we see that Sean and Sarah, they've had their baby. Her name is Adeline, I believe, and that's all I gotta say about her. No, that's not all I gotta say. When they left that hospital and that baby was in that car seat, I'm, as much as I don't like Sean was the only one that was concerned about her. The baby is just like this. She sleep just like this. I'm like, y'all are not going. And Sean kept saying it, her neck. But Sarah kept saying she's okay. I'm like, no, she's not okay. The baby can hurt herself. Like, lift her, like, make sure her head and neck are straight. She was slumped over. Like, she was just slumped over. And I was just like, why is she slumped? Like, y'all not gonna pull this car over and put something, like put a little blanket around, to support her head and neck. She's a newborn. You need to support their head and neck because they can't hold it up. Child, these two as parents, scary. Very scary. Let's pause here and let's move forward. You guys, next up, let's talk about Brandon and Chaz. Now, this scene was funny as hell to me. So, for once, Brandon and them extensions, they still look terrible, but at least she does not have them up in that sky-high bun. I'm like, thank God for a small miracle. But that small miracle was short-lived, right? So, Brandon called Chaz up, and she told Chaz to meet her at the bridge. So we find out that this bridge they're meeting at is the same place they got married at. And when we saw Brandon in them white heels, I was like, girl, you can't walk in them heels, because she was struggling. It's like she was scooting. So she and Chaz, they meet up and it went downhill from there. I don't know what Chaz's intentions were when he came here. I don't know if he thought he could salvage that marriage. But I was like, Chaz, there is no salvaging this marriage. So Chaz, I'm like, so you saw the warning signs. So you saw those red flags that we've been seeing for weeks. You just decided to paint them different colors. Blue, green, white, pink, purple. You just said, fuck it. I'm just gonna get some puss, and she's gonna eventually give me some, and we'll be all good. Cause she said, so she says that she doesn't have, an escorting site. That's her friend. So I'm like, so you and your friend catfishing people? Cause she was like, she can't post her friend's pictures, or they'll delete her. I was like, so you and your friend are catfishing? How are you a escort slash hooker slash prostitute or whatever? How are you a sex worker? Let's just say that. How are you a sex worker and you catfishing? Because I caught that. I'm like, you posted your pictures, but these men are going, and I know, yes, vagina doesn't have a face. We all know that, right? But do your friend have the same body type as you? Because I think that might be what they're coming. You know what? Never mind. I don't care. So they got into an argument with each other, and he pulled out the divorce papers. Now, Chaz, you were dead ass wrong when you said that you want her back in prison, and so that way she can call you and apologize to you. Chaz, little man, you're mad because she crushed your feelings, but you said it in this scene that she didn't treat you the same way as she did when she was in prison, because when you would try to kiss her, do this, she would push away from you. I was like, so you did see that. You just didn't give a damn. That is desperate. That is sad and pathetic, Chaz. Sad and pathetic. Oh, you guys, this episode. It gave nothing. Let's pause here. Let's move forward. You guys, let's go ahead and talk about Brittany and Marcelino. So a lot of these things in this week's episode, so my notes are not detailed because I wasn't all the way into this episode when I saw who we had. Some of these scenes was just like, what the hell? This is another scene. Like I've been saying for episodes now, Brittany and Marcelino, they are literally giving that this is a storyline. Like this just nothing seems real with this storyline. So Brittany lets us know that she went through Marcelino's emails. So he's been emailing his ex-girlfriend. He has random pussy pictures that he screenshot. And he's been on sex websites trying to elicit sex from women. She saw him on the Ring camera. He left the Ring camera. I was just like, oh my God. So then she told her mom to take the kids. Then her friend Sasha called. She told Sasha the whole story. And then we see Marcelino. So Marcelino is pissed off at Amanda. I'm like, but sir, if you slid in her DMs, how are you mad at Amanda? He did make one semi-valid point about Brittany. But you still allegedly went behind Brittany's back and allegedly DM'd Amanda. I still don't believe it. I don't believe none of this stuff that they're saying. If we're being honest with one another, I don't believe it. But he did make one point. He said no to Amanda more than once, right? And he's saying that Brittany is the one that kept bringing it up. Which, true, she did bring it up. And she is the one that suggested the threesome, right? But if you are allegedly DMing Brittany behind Brittany's back, that is janky and fucked up, right? Why not say to Brittany, damn, me, you, Amanda, that was hot. Let's do it again. I'm pretty positive Brittany, if this is real, because I don't believe they had a threesome. I don't believe anything with this storyline. But if they had the threesome, why do y'all, because I've told you guys before, I've had a threesome. I've had many threesomes. I've had multiple. Not just one. I've had multiple. And the ones that I've had, the ones that I've had were repeats, right? So because it was fun, we all had fun with each other and we wanted to do it again. This now, mind you, this was in my 20s and I was always safe. I always use a condom, you guys. So don't be like, oh, JB. No, JB uses a condom. JB is never, in my 33 years of living, JB has not once contracted an STD. Knock on wood. So yeah, when I was in my 20s and I was, wild and free, I didn't contract the STD because I used condoms. But it was consensual, it was fun, and here's the thing. I will say, some people will, this does happen, right? Where if it's a couple, one person might say, "Hey, we really liked you. We want to see you again." And you set it up. It's not what these three are doing. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Because typically, what happened with Brittany? Brittany wanted to sleep with her husband and her ex-girlfriend. What happened? That's typically what happens. You'll be like, "Hey, I want us all to get together." That's one person is the conduit, the connector, and that's the way y'all get it popping. I ain't gonna go into this because I just, like I said, I just don't know that I buy this storyline 1000%. But hey, it is what it is. He's pissed off. I don't understand why he's pissed off. If what Brittany is saying is true, I just don't buy it, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Let's pause here and move forward. Alright, guys, so next up, let's talk about Taylor and Chance real quick. For once in an episode, Taylor and Chance did not annoy me, did not piss me off. Wow. Hell must be starting to freeze over. Now, if I was Taylor, I would have slapped the shit out of Chance. So in this episode, which I forgot to mention in the last week's episode, that Chance asked for a paternity test. So the reason that Chance is asking for a paternity test is because Taylor has been in communication via email with her ex. Now, I don't know if this ex is out of prison or not. I guess he obviously is out of prison for Chance to want a DNA test. So the woman told him that, yeah, I'm not able to authorize that DNA test without her permission. So Taylor comes in, he tells her he wants to do a DNA test. She obliged him. I'm like, girl, I would have slapped his teeth out of his mouth. Like, that is disrespect. Like, she's talking about that was embarrassing. No, ma'am, that ain't embarrassing. That's disrespectful. You really, you dealt with, there. That wasn't embarrassing, ma'am. That was disrespectful as hell. That was disrespectful as hell. I would have, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna hurt your feelings. I would have literally hurt Chance's feelings in that particular moment. Cause see, when Chance would have came to me and said, yeah, I want to get a DNA test because, you're talking to your ex Jacob or whatever the hell his name is. And I just don't really know if this is my child or not. I would have told him, well, guess what, motherfucker, it ain't your child. How about them apples? It ain't your child. It's his baby. I fucked him. I fucked him in the bathroom. I fucked him on the floor. I fucked him in the hallway. We had sex everywhere you can think of. We had sex at church. We had sex in the backseat of the car, just like you and I did. Like, I would have hurt Chance's feelings in that particular moment because my feelings would have been hurt because of the blatant disrespect. So I would have went left like that. I would have said, yeah, we had sex missionary. I sucked him. I sucked him. He ate me. He ate me rooter to tutor. I would have went graphic with him. I would have went graphic and hurt his feelings. Seriously. I would have said that, cause I just really felt bad for Taylor. I felt bad for the girl because really, dude, really, you want me to do it? And the fact that she obliged him with that DNA test, I was like, girl, you better than I am. I would have slapped the shit out of him, period, point blank. So we see that Bobby is back, you guys. And when it comes to Bobby, I have a soft spot for Bobby. Now, I don't have anybody in my family that's addicted to drugs. I do have a bunch of alcoholics in my family, but that's neither here nor there. But my heart goes out to Bobby, so I'm sending Bobby love, light, and prayers that she can get through this, deal with her sobriety, right? And I hope that she stays clean, and I hope that she stays sober. So I'm sending up a big prayer for you, Bobby. So Bobby tells Taylor that she is going to be moving to Tucson, Arizona. And Taylor was, a little hurt by it, and I understand that, right? They're twins, so I'm pretty sure that they're only time they were ever really separated was when Bobby was in prison, and I know that probably had to be hard for her. And then Bobby's bouts with her addiction. So, and Taylor, you guys know Taylor's not my favorite person, but Taylor did make a very valid point in this particular scene about Bobby, that just because you leave, Missouri and go to another state, you're just, only thing you're doing is running away from your issues. You're not facing them. I was like, well, listen to Taylor, because that is true. But I think it's not. I think I know why Bobby is wanting to move. Probably because of Chance, but also because she wants a fresh start. And when you hear, especially someone with drug addictions, I think what it is for her is she wants to get away from the things that are familiar to her, the people that have a negative influence on her. Y'all's dad, for one. I think that's really what it is. She just wants to get away from all the negativity, go somewhere where she doesn't know any people, and go somewhere where she won't have the urge and desire to get the drugs. Because I think with her mind frame is, if I go here, I don't know anybody in Arizona, so I don't know where to go get some crack from. I don't know where to go get some heroin from. I don't know where to go get no weed from, right? I'm saying all those drugs because I don't know what her drug of choice is. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I said crack, heroin, and weed, because I don't know her drug of choice and I don't want to assume, right? But I'm saying that to say she probably is feeling like, I don't know people in this area, so me going to this area, that helps me because I don't know any drug dealers, so I won't be tempted to do drugs. But I mean, you can find there are a way to find them. But let's pause here and wrap up the episode, you guys. All right, you guys. So we're gonna end with Amber. Actually, no puppy in this episode, just Amber. So Amber is talking to Queen, and she tells Queen that she's been sick. So Queen asks her, "Bitch, are you pregnant?" Amber's like, "No, I can't get pregnant." She's like, "Say what now?" Because Amber has a liver problem. I'm like, girl, bad liver or not, that don't mean you can't get pregnant. It just probably increases your chances of having, you know, problems, abnormalities with the baby. It could be some health, issues for you, but it doesn't mean that you're infertile. If you still have a period, 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty, unless you do have, like, fibroids and stuff like that, or things that inhibit you from getting pregnant. She never said anything that would inhibit her from getting pregnant. So I'm like, girl, you're probably pregnant. So Queen says, go take some of them pregnancy tests in the bathroom. So Amber's like, bitch, if I take these and I'm not pregnant, you're gonna owe me some money. Well, Amber took 3 pregnancy tests and each one of them said she was pregnant. So Amber later went to the doctor to confirm that she was pregnant. She is 6 weeks and 4 days pregnant. And the doctor did tell her she does have some health risk, with her liver that could be fatal towards her. Now, I was looking at Amber in her interview with the producers with this pink on, because if you look at her, because I don't want to assume that she's still pregnant, but it kind of looks like it is, because they won't pan down. They're so keen about it just being like how I am right now. You guys can't see my stomach. You guys can just see right here to my chest. And that's how it is with Amber. You can just see the top of her chest, but you can kind of see a little bit under. You can see like right here. You can see right here, and I was kind of looking like, is she pregnant? Is she still pregnant? I don't know. But we're gonna pray for Amber, right? You guys, we like Amber and Puppy. It's just these storylines sometimes. But that's it, you guys. Season finale is next Friday. Thank God for that. And then we get Life After Lockup, and our girl Ty is back. That crazy heifer. Yeah, you guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your post notifications. You guys share the video, and until the next time. Also, you guys, thumbs up the video, share, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys later on for Love and Marriage Huntsville, and then tomorrow we will see Zatima, and you will see Power Book 4, Raising Canaan. See you guys then. And Potomac is back tomorrow. Potomac, 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 Potomac. Potomac is back. I am so excited, you guys, for the Real Housewives of Potomac. Gotta text my bestie to see if she's gonna join me this week for Potomac. If she doesn't join me this week, we are going to get her on the channel because I know she loves Robin and Gizelle, and I just don't know why my bestie loves Robin and Gizelle. But I still love my bestie, nonetheless. But I'll see you guys for all of that later. Bye, guys.